It's no surprise that Ubisoft Montreal's For Honor is one of my most anticipated games of E3 2016. This was actually my favorite game from E3 2015. It blew me by surprise. I've always liked this type of gameplay, and I know this is going to be a reference that maybe a lot of you don't understand, but back in the day, I was always a huge Star Wars fan, still am to today, but in video games, you never really felt like you were a true Jedi, right? You never felt like you wielded the lightsaber in your hand. Nowadays, that has changed, right? You know, with motion controls and things like that. So, one of the games that I really enjoyed in the arcade was Star Wars Arcade, right? There were sections where you can actually play as Luke Skywalker battling against Darth Vader or Boba Fett, where you actually held like this little thing in your hand and you were able to, sorry, no pun intended, and you were able to, you know, maneuver around and block deflections from left and right. And this is I love that style of gameplay ever since I was a kid, and we really haven't got to see much of that type of gameplay in games, right? So now the technology is kind of catching up with that to where we can actually feel like that badass Jedi. So when I got to play this for myself and I was able to use the right thumbstick to maneuver my sword and to block, to actually feel like I was in control of where I blocked as opposed to just a canned animation where you hit the block button and it blocks. It's so much more intuitive when you can actually choose where to block, right? So this is a game where you have just a few players going up against other players, right? And then everyone in between is kind of like just AI cannon fodder, you could say. So you have to control these points. Now, we got to play a lot of the multiplayer. I don't know anything about story. I don't even remember if there's going to be a story or not. But the factions are Knights, Vikings, and Samurai. Now, we didn't get a chance to play with the Samurai, so we got to play with the Knights and the Vikings. So there's little aspects of this, you know, like this type of gameplay. If you actually just take a look, you are in control with the right thumbstick on where you are, you know, hitting your enemy and stuff like that. So it comes down to who is paying more attention, right? How are you going to be able to get by this multiplayer opponent? This is the perfect style of multiplayer that I absolutely loved, which is why it just blew me away at E3. I played this more than any other game at E3, and I sat through lines. Now, I had exclusive access to be able to play this too. I played a couple of hours of getting in there right away and just playing. But I also went back to the show floor, separate from those appointment times, to go back and play this game. That's how excited and fun I had with the combat system and just playing. It was utterly amazing. Now, I know they're going to have this at E3. You all know this. And hopefully, I'm praying that I'm going to get a chance to actually record some footage, or there's going to be even some longer footage than last year. Very excited. Cannot wait to know when the game is going to be releasing. Hopefully, it's going to be this year, as this is the style of game that I know that I'm going to want to put on my channel and have a lot of videos on, because I just love the whole aspect of medieval times and stuff like that. I am a huge history buff when it comes to that, and I'm just really excited for this. This is a game that I've been wanting and been waiting for without even really knowing it, until it finally just appeared in front of me at E3, and it was so amazing. Guys, hopefully you're enjoying the road to E3 2016. Let me know what your favorite games are. Are you excited to see this game For Honor on my channel? Please let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully I'm going to have some great footage for you guys this year at E3 2016. And of course, I'll see you next time. Peace out.